Hey, Steve here. I'm over at Crater Lake National Park in kind of central eastern Oregon. It's quite a drive to get here. I think in the last 24 hours I've drove through 5 different national forests, so it's pretty diverse. Started over on the coast yesterday and cut through a variety of forests, so that was great. Camped in one of them last night. It's pretty brisk and cold up here actually. I'm standing at about 7,300 feet of elevation, and the lake's pretty beautiful down there. It's actually kind of deceiving. It doesn't look that far down the water until you kind of look at the side and figure, it's probably quite a drop actually. And crystal clear out there. I don't see any waves. The reflection off the other side of the mountains there is really nice, kind of a mirror image. And there's a little island over here that people always take pictures of. Yeah, so there's 2 campgrounds at this place, and one's closed, and one closes for the season in 2 days. So I'm going to try to camp there and do basically 1 to 2 days worth of stuff, and get on out of here. It's getting pretty cold. It's pretty arid, and I imagine the nights are going to be freezing, or pretty close to it. So yeah, try to go find some camp here, and check you later. So I took a little detour up to this thing called Cloud Cap Overlook, and really at the top you can see more of the crater lake, but it's kind of the same view. But I thought this view was actually unique over here. I like that really pointy mountain. That's really cool. This is facing north, and this is all national forests just forever from here. Many different national forests that go all the way up from Oregon to Washington. So much beauty here. I love it. Hey there, it's about noon, and I'm starting a hike called the Mount Scott Trail. Mount Scott is right over here, and it's apparently the highest point in the whole park. I went through a lot of trails this morning trying to pick one out, and I found that in this Crater Lake National Park, most of the hikes are very short, 1/4 mile, 1/2 mile, 1 mile, and this one was 5 miles, but it's about 1,500 feet of elevation gain, so I figure that'll be a good challenge, and I can burn some calories. I have water, 2 granola bars, and a special little treat, which is those cheesy fish. Picked those up somewhere, so I'm looking forward to enjoying those at the top. If you see all the way up there, that little square box, that's apparently a fire lookout, and that's the destination. So let's get hiking and see what happens. Bye. Hey, so I've been hiking about 30 minutes. Sun's definitely out, so I shed a layer of clothing and put on this hat. Shout out to my friend Johnny in Austin who let me borrow this nice hat. It saved my butt a few times. View's all right back here. You can actually see the lake. Crater Lake over there, and the little island. I think that's Wizard Island. And not exactly sure what's going on to the left here. It looks like either water or a mirage sand looking thing. It's definitely shiny. But yeah, I'm gonna keep hiking. The trail's excellent. It's just nice, smooth grade, gradual incline. So okay, see ya. That dude there is a complete badass. He just passed me at a medium pace jog up this mountain, and I'm like medium out of breath. So yeah, kudos to you, random dude. Go get him. Hey, so the end is in sight. This is actually easier than I thought. This hike, it's right there. So when I get to the top, I'll take a video and see how long it took me. Okay. Hey, so made it to the top here. It took me 1 hour and 10 minutes, way less than I thought it would take. This side is not as windy. I'll get a video of the crater side in a sec, and I'm not going to talk over there. But yeah, it's pretty nice over here. And there's a forest fire, it looks like, in the distance, kind of over that way. Let's see. Yeah, something's going on. If you've been watching my videos, you may recall in one of my Jasper videos, I mentioned wanting to find some Austrian schnapps and bring it to the top of the next mountain that I climbed. Well, I found that Austrian schnapps is quite difficult to find in the US. The closest thing I could find was something in Oregon, McMenamin's pear brandy, so I bought some of that. Unfortunately, I left it down in my motorcycle at the bottom of the mountain, so I guess I'll have to celebrate down there when I get down. But at least I brought something, and yeah, I'll get a video here and check you later. Hey, so I made it back down on my bike. Round trip took me 2 hours 10 minutes. Not too bad, actually. As I was talking about earlier, I'm going to enjoy a little taste of this stuff. Let me just flip it around here. This is McMenamin's pear brandy, made in Troutdale, Oregon, and it's pear. And anyways, that's pretty good stuff. It's not my favorite in the world. I still think Austrian is better, but it's what I could find, and I'm going to take a little nip and try to go find some waterfalls. There's a few waterfalls around here, and I'll see if I can find some. Okay, see ya. I stopped at a viewpoint here for something they call the Phantom Ship. See if you can see it. Oh, there it is. I guess in a certain light that's supposed to look like a ghost ship or a sailboat or something down there. But anyways, this view is pretty good. That water's quite blue. Great view up here. Hey, last video of the day here. Waterfalls were a bust. They're not very good here, and there is one Tokati Falls, but it was over an hour bike ride each way from where I was, and it's getting kind of cool, and I didn't really want to deal with that, so no waterfalls here. I did find these things. They're called the Pinnacles, and I'd like to tell you a bunch of facts about them. They're kind of like dirt spires, but I really am too lazy to read the signs, so I'll just point this thing, and you guys can go Google it if you want. I have a story and a dedication, and then I'll close this video out. The story is that I basically woke up this morning and I was pretty cold. I didn't sleep that well last night. I didn't really know why, but I just was tossing and turning, and my zipper was stuck on my tent, and when I gave it a good tug, frost and snow fell from the inside of my tent, and once I opened it and got out, everything was covered in frost and ice. And it was apparently sub-freezing last night. Didn't even realize it. And my water filter that I used to gather water at the campsite that doesn't have water was completely frozen. So I'm really hoping that the tubes inside the filter, which are like micro tubes that actually filter the water, didn't rupture. Otherwise, things like Giardia and stuff will just get in the water anyways. I don't really know how to test it other than just buy a new filter, but I'm cheap, so I'm just gonna roll the dice and keep using it. And if I get sick, then the experiment proves that it is broken. The last thing I wanted to say is that this is probably going to be my last video from the Pacific Northwest. I head for California tomorrow, and I was talking to my mom, Colleen, in Michigan, and she said that it's always been on her bucket list to come to the Pacific Northwest, and she is living vicariously through my travels. So I want to dedicate this video to my beautiful mother, Colleen, and say that I love you and I miss you, and I hope that I see you soon. I look forward to it when I do. And Pacific Northwest has been fantastic. It really treated me well. But like I said, tomorrow I head for California, and we'll see what awaits me there. Really looking forward to that, and also looking forward to avoiding these sub-freezing temperatures. That's not what I want to get into on a motorcycle. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Okay, see ya, bye. Whoops, I just realized I made that whole video. My face was in the shade. Oh well, I'm not a professional, as you can tell. Journey continues. See ya.